Sega.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Jade Wizard and Grey Wizard freeLC update for Total War Warhammer. Now this update also brings with it 11 new maps that you can play in custom and multiplayer battle, and some of them appear in your campaign as well. Battle of the Cairns lies on the borders of Athel-Loren, which shows a great contrast between a healthy, thriving forest and a slowly dying and withering forest on the edges. The Ruins of Paravon has fairly open and clear terrain, with a few surrounding hills for defensive positions and sporadic tree cover. It also has a kind of a river and a lake flowing through it. It looks absolutely beautiful. Next up we have the Essence of Chaos. Now this battle actually ties into a quest battle, so you won't come across it in campaign, but it's really good for multiplayer because it's symmetrical, so both sides will have a completely fair advantage in attacking each other. The map is quite dark, a lot of dead grass and ash hanging around as the chaos corruption spreads into Athel-Loren. The Ashen Hall provides a nice palette cleanser. It's more of an autumnal forest with sporadic trees and rock formations, but it's generally quite open. It's a really nice and pretty map to play on. Next we'll take a look at the Grey Wizard. The Grey Wizard has the Lore of Shadows at his disposal, which as you can see has a lot of damage, hexes, vortexes and wind spells, so heavy on the damage, very sinister and evil. One such spell is the Pit of Shades, which casts a massive vortex. Interestingly, this vortex doesn't move, so you can reliably cast it somewhere without worrying about your own troops. Nicely accompanying this is the Penumbral Pendulum, one of the most powerful wind spells on the battlefield as the pendulum swings through enemies and allies alike. Next up we have the beautiful Oak of Ages. Now this map is tied into a quest battle and it's very tailored to a specific playstyle. So largely on one side you'll have defensive bonuses, cliff edges and areas that your archers can ambush the enemy. On the other side it's a large open field run for the oak. Next up we have the Night Glens. This map is very cramped, dark and claustrophobic. Chaos Corruption has taken over one side of this map almost completely, killing off all the trees and dotting around Chaos Shrines. Next we have the Silver Spire, which again is tied heavily into a quest battle. However, it's great for multiplayer as it is again symmetrical. It's a very tight and narrow battlefield, so it's much different than regular multiplayer battle maps. But with multiple cliff edges, elevation and depressions, I think you'll get a lot of good gameplay out of this one. Next up we have the Skymark Reaches. Now, this is a fairly open and even-sided map, again probably good for multiplayer. Each deployment starts with a hill at their back and there's a hill in the center that they have to fight over. Next we have the Jade Wizard, who utilizes the Lore of Life. He has a lot of augments, heals, generally bringing up a lot of the attributes of your characters. He does have some damage spells, most notably of which is the Awakening of the Wood. Now this is going to basically conjure up a tree instantly from the ground and give minus 48% speed to everyone caught within its radius. We also have the Dwellers Below, which is a direct damage spell cast in a large area, which gives minus 24% speed, so people who are going to get caught in there are going to get tangled in and get extra damage caused to them. Next up we have the Nexus of the Oak. Now this is actually a World Roots map, so it counts as a subterranean battle. It's going to be fairly linear, but a lot more open than the Passages of the Azrai, which is another subterranean battle. This one is a lot tighter with woodland on the either side that provides great ambush opportunities. That's going to be it for all the maps coming to Total War Warhammer for free. Remember, for the Jade Wizard and the Grey Wizard, you'll have to visit Steam and claim those guys for free. The links will be in the description, and make sure you subscribe to see future updates for Total War Warhammer.